Alright guys, so today we are taking a look at the new iPad Pro. I've got 3 of the boxes sitting in front of me here, and I'm a little bit disappointed about the 3 boxes here because Apple is supposedly the kind of most environmental company in the world, and they sent me 3 boxes on 3 different trucks for this order. I've got the iPad, the case, and the pencil sitting in front of me here, and like the case and the pencil came before the iPad, so it's like I can't use this or this without this. So why did they send them in 3 boxes on 3 different trucks? That doesn't make sense. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but it's okay. Let's get to the good stuff. I've got everything upside down here, so the shipping information is hidden here. Oh, knifeless opening here. I was about ready to cut into it. So there we go. I set that out of the way. We've got the iPad itself. I went with the 11-inch model. I had the big 12.9-inch before, like the one with the home button still. This is my first one with the new design, and it was just really too big. It was a lot to carry around. I think I'm gonna be much happier with the 11-inch. Of course, I went with the 128 gigabytes. Mainly my iPad I just use for streaming things and things like that, so I don't need to store a lot on here. I only had 64 before, and so the fact that they doubled it, that's amazing. And I also went with the Wi-Fi and the cellular version. My internet at home sucks, so I have an unlimited data plan for my iPad, and so I will be transferring it over to this guy and using this for a lot. So we'll set that aside for now. This should be the pencil in here, and is this knifeless packaging too? Looks like it is. So do that. And I had to order the pencil because this is my first iPad with the new pencil design. My previous iPad with the home button and all that was the pencil you plug in, so I got the 2nd generation pencil this time around. That's gonna be my address here, so I'll switch to this face shot. This one does use a knife though, so let's do that, and I will get this cut open here. And alright, we're in. We got the case here as well. I went with the cactus green. I thought it was pretty nice looking, so plan on using this quite a bit. Alright, perfect. So now we've got all 3 of the things here. I will get this little paper out of the way, and here I'm going to open up the pencil here. And I'll do the case here. These ones are always a little tricky to open, I feel like. But hang on, maybe they've oh, okay. This isn't bad. It's been a little while since I've opened one of these, and I think they changed it a little bit, so awesome there. Check that out. Oh, and they put a nice cardboard insert in the middle. Right, sweet. And let's do the iPad itself here. Alright. So let's give this guy a shake here. There we go. It's always a snug fit on these guys. Oh, nice. And Apple's attention to detail. Little pull tab here to lift up on so you don't have to flip over and do the box dump. I do appreciate that. Ooh, yes. This size is gonna be amazing. Okay. I'm super excited about this. This is gonna be great. My other one was way too big. I'm loving the form factor on this guy here, and I'm already getting it fingerprinty, but we got the new camera set up with the LiDAR sensor embedded in there, so that is going to be super great. And smart connector for the Magic Keyboard when it comes out. I'm still debating on if I'm going to get it or not. It doesn't come out until May, so we'll see how I feel in May. Alright, let's get this guy powered up. Should come with a charge. Yes, it does. Apple, again, with all of the details. I'm going to magnet it in the case here. There we go. Just like that. Oh, perfect. This is such a nice form factor. Got the Apple logo on the back. Let's get this pencil out of here. Let's see. Pull tab, slide it out. Again with the details, Apple. Ooh. Plastic on this guy. Get that unwrapped. Pull the magnet right to the side. Perfect. I am loving this. Should just slide back in. There we go. Awesome. Alright, well, I'm going to get this iPad set up, and then I'm going to get back with you guys and we will talk about it. Oh! Potentially a new feature here. You can now set up an iPad in landscape mode. Alright guys, so I am back. I've been checking out the new iPad for a couple of days now. I got a few things to say about it. It's been a couple days since I filmed that unboxing clip, so I'm just kind of going to do a mini review and just share some of my initial thoughts about the iPad, and then as I play with it for another week or two, I'm going to do like more of a full review talking about my overall experience with it, but so far I've spent just about 48 hours with the iPad, and I've been loving it, and we're going to talk about it. Alright, first off, I love the 11-inch size. I came from the giant 12.9 inch, well actually I have it right here, the giant 12.9 inch with the home button, and this thing is just enormous. So I'm super happy to be back down to the 11-inch size. It's just the holdability and like is so much nicer, and like for taking notes and doing like pencil type things, and just being able to hold the iPad, it's been incredible. So I definitely am super happy I went back with that. This is obviously subjective. Your use case may vary. Perhaps you just need a bigger screen, or you just love watching content, or you want the increased battery life, and things like that. Maybe the 12.9 inch is right for you, but I'm personally super happy that I went with the 11-inch, and then it slides into my backpack easier too, and so I'm super happy with that because I carry an iPad and a MacBook everywhere, so this 11-inch size has been great for me. The other thing is I'm super glad I set this iPad up as new. Obviously I owned an iPad previously, but I didn't restore from the iCloud backup to this iPad. I set this iPad up as a brand new device just because I had a ton of junk on my old iPad, and this was just a great opportunity to kind of reset, start fresh, and only re-download the apps I needed. I had iCloud Photo Library on and Store Messages and iCloud already, and contacts, all that. So those all came over as soon as I signed in my Apple ID. But as far as unneeded apps and apps data, like this iPad is so much cleaner than this iPad. This iPad just has like so much unneeded crap on it. I have just like folders of stuff that I didn't really use, where this iPad is way slimmed down and way cleaner. I went for kind of a more minimalist setup, and digital minimalism, obviously that's not really the point of this video, and there's people that go way more in depth than this. I still probably have a few more apps than I really need, but just having less junk on this iPad has made it so much more of, honestly, like a joy to use. Just being able to go on there and ultimately feel less stressed, kind of not seeing this huge view of icons where I'm like, oh crap, I don't know what to do, there's so many icons. I love this kind of more minimalist setup where I can just jump on here, take notes, maybe jump in here and edit a photo, or maybe start editing a movie, play with some music, just being able to kind of seamlessly jump in, or maybe I want to watch some content or listen to some content. I just have that entertainment section. Being able to just jump in here and have access to all that has been super nice, and I'm really happy. It's less cluttered, and it gives me opportunity to check out this nice wallpaper, which I did not make this wallpaper. This was actually designed to be a desktop wallpaper. But what I did do, I put this wallpaper in Procreate, and I expanded the green background, and I worked in the layers so that so that it would fit on this iPad. I took layers, I added extra green around it, so that I could have this nice Death Star and Star Wars logo in the corner. So I'll leave a link to that in case you guys are interested in it. Again, I don't know who the original creator was. I just modified it for the iPad home screen and lock screen for this size iPad, and it's pretty cool. Other quick thing is speakers on here are awesome. They were honestly great on my previous iPad as well too, because they're iPad Pros with the 4 speaker setup. I've really honestly never been let down by iPad speakers, so it's just good to know that they are still great on this one as well. New pencil is great. I know the pencil isn't new for this year of iPad, but it's my first time using this 2nd generation pencil from coming to my old one. So I'm loving this new pencil. This magnetic design is how it should have been from the beginning. So I'm super happy to see this back. I lost so many pencil tops on this guy, and I currently still don't have one, but I lost so many of them. So I'm super happy that it went down to this slightly smaller design without the cap, with the magnetic to the side charging. That's awesome. Other amazing thing is the USB-C port. This guy on the side here, it is awesome. It opens up the doors for so many accessories. I use Samsung T5 storage drives with my MacBook here to move video files, edit projects off of, all of that, and just being able to like load a T5 drive down with a bunch of video files or just other files on my MacBook, and then being able to plug it into my iPad and view all the files right from here, and also write new files to that drive, and like photos and everything is just incredible. Just being able to USB-C is great. Also being able to use it for external displays as well. I actually do have a monitor now that I do hook my iPad up to, and I have kind of a video watching setup, which I'm going to do a separate video about, but the USB-C port is what allows that to happen. I haven't played with the new LiDAR sensor a ton, but it is pretty cool. Obviously we've got it there on the back and the new camera layout. It's definitely handy. They've done some great things with it in the Measure app. The Measure app essentially will now open and work instantly. Instead of you having to pan your iPad around first, you can just start adding track points right away. It does seem to be a lot more accurate. So this is just one app that they have started doing it with, obviously because it's first party and Apple has access to their own things first. But I look forward to them doing this with more apps and using this LiDAR sensor in other applications, because it's great here, and I only assume that it will get better and added to other augmented reality apps too. So that's super great. One thing that's kind of weird, now that there are 2 cameras on the back and that LiDAR sensor, there is no portrait mode on the rear camera. You jump into the camera here, and portrait mode only takes you to selfie, and you can see my overhead shot and my face here. But yeah, there's no way to flip the camera around and do portrait mode on the rear cameras yet, so that's a little bit funky. Not sure why that is, but there's no way to do portrait mode on the rear camera of the iPad. It's only selfie mode right now. Mouse support is definitely pretty cool. I've been using it with my MX Master. I don't actually have a Magic trackpad to really mess around with, so I haven't done any like the 3-finger trackpad gestures, but just pairing a normal mouse to this and just being able to have the cursor move around. Again, I think I'm going to talk more about that in my iPad setup video, like I was saying with my external monitor that I hook up to here and all of that. I'll talk more about how I use like a mouse and keyboard with the iPad, and if I'm thinking about getting the new Magic keyboard as well. But for right now, just using mouse support with a regular mouse has been super cool. I really like just being able to use a mouse. I generally use the iPad touch base because I like touching it. That's what it was designed for. But sometimes a mouse definitely does come in handy, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, those are kind of some of my initial thoughts on it. And like I said, I think I'm going to do kind of more of a full featured review, talk more about battery life, which so far has been great. It lasted me all day yesterday, and I was pushing it really hard, actually doing some graphic design stuff in Affinity Designer and photo editing as well. Lasted me through the whole day, and I was using it quite a bit. And today I'm at 50% as of 1:06 in the afternoon. I took a conference call on here, essentially a virtual meeting, just because of everything that's going on right now. And that virtual meeting ate about 25% of my battery, but I was doing it over cellular data because my Wi-Fi here isn't great, which is part of why I got the iPad with cellular, and I use an unlimited data plan because my Wi-Fi isn't great. So yeah, virtual meeting, there was about 18 people a part of the meeting, so a lot of video streams it was dealing with, and doing that over cellular ate up about 25% over the course of about an hour-long meeting. But other than that, it's been great on battery life. Like I said, I'll talk about that more in the kind of the full review. But yeah, for right now, I'm super happy that I got this iPad. It's been great. I'm liking the accessories, I'm liking the case, all of that. And I love this form factor. It's just a super nice feel, fits very well in my backpack, and it's been awesome. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe below for the full review, and my iPad setup video as well, where I talk about that external monitor and how I'm making use of that. Leave a comment on what other type of content you'd like to see. I'm not really shooting for being a tech YouTube channel, but tech is one of the things I'm passionate about, and this is a channel about me. So, but yeah, if you want to see, just leave a comment what you're interested in. You know, I love doing photography, videography type stuff, tech, you know, video editing. Mavic Mini, I did mention a couple of videos back that we were going to talk about that, and we will. I've been flying that around, getting some drone pilot stuff in. I just wanted to jump on making an iPad video, so maybe I'll make a Mavic Mini review next, and then do that iPad full review. So if that sounds good to you, leave a like or a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.